How do you think decision making could be improved in law firms to contribute to the law firm's success?
First of all, let's say they could be improved. They definitely could be improved. I may sound a little bit radical, but let's start from treating decision making as a capacity. So you can build this capacity. Definitely, you can build this capacity with the efforts and dedication. First step is we should definitely stop trying to fix people. I see it a lot in my practice. Let's fix that or this part. Instead, we'd better put our effort to understand how each partner do a decision on practice. So to understand their decision-making style. Partners do have individual ways. Luckily, these styles are not chaotic, well recognizable, and not infinite. There are only 5 of them. So it's limited number. We can deal with that. Here I would like to use a metaphor. Like when you're planning a route, uh, you don't have a geography, but you do take it into account when you're planning your route. Psychology more or less work in the same way. So decision making could be aligned with styles in each particular partnership. So you don't forcing people into one formal frame. Instead of it, you tailor the decision-making system, you align the model with the psychological needs of the partners. And trust me, this is very effective. This is extremely effective. The second step is to be able clearly distinguish level of decision, ownership of decisions. Not all decisions belong to the same room. One of them are purely operational. As a former chief operating officer, I know it too well. You could delegate a lot of decision to your business support team. Why do you pay them instead? Some definitely are strategic and they belong to partners and need their attention, energy, and focus. What is interesting that firms is often confuse this too. I'm sure you're well aware about how partners love debate phone in a pitch or design of a Christmas card instead of thinking what new services we should launch for our clients. That confusion definitely costs, it's probably enjoyable, but it's intelligent way of sabotage, I would call it. So the confusion would cost you time, energy, and bottom line money to the business, effectiveness of the business. There is the last one, and probably the most important, is the ability to distinguish a real consensus from artificial intelligence. Yes, in partners, many decisions are taken by consensus, but sometimes what looks like consensus is not always a consensus. As I said, sometimes people just tired of long discussion. Let's decide it anyway, because it's probably a burning issue. It later would lead definitely to sabotage and fail in implementation. So it's definitely important to see the difference between these two. So when you look at these 3 elements, decision-making style, different levels of decision, ownership of decisions, and real consensus, you start to see a different pattern. And when you see a different picture, you begin to put effort exactly where it belongs, where it needs to be streamlined. And decision-making itself become a competitive advantage of a law firm. While your competitors get stuck with a long discussion and debate, training their litigation, presentation, and negotiation skills, you could have clear, effective, and tailored decision-making system that moving your business forward.